Let's get it, bro. Get it. Let's get it, bro. DOD. All right, we are here. We are back at it. Some more futuristic dome world. We just had a great time with Shalausi. Alexa, volume at 5. To the open sky. All right. I'm way too paranoid for threats. Okay, let's get it, bro. DOT. The last one was better. Alright, so where am I? Okay, I'm here. We are doing this. Go over here first. Of course. Never mind. The wall. I'm out of water. Oh boy. Sheesh. Shoo. Shoo. Beep, 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 beep. Let's use this. Get some of this teriyaki. Let's just see them both. Go up. That should clean up. Alright. Some arguments. Every fiber is against it. Alright, Alice, we get it. You don't like their culture. Does Lamati discuss? Okay, yeah, I need to. Tis well that fine shitter your just come. What you want? She wants to talk before we go in. Sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliyola and Alexandria. And while Zoraja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower, Everkeep. So I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Castria and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the facts remain that they share our desire to stop Zoroljan. Sveen, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask you why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Wait, what? Why are we discussing this? Obviously, we're gonna side with them. Meanwhile, whatever Sveen may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Fair point, and knowing Zoroja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sveen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange world. I think everyone would agree that any help we could get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. Alright. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliyola. As you say, we have no proof that it is really Kazuya. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when time comes down, strike down Zorulja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Aaronville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if the sentiment is clouding my judgment? I trust you as well. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Earthern Sky Hideout. God damn, so many NPCs. It's a gamble. Yeah, you missed out, Grahatia. It was glorious. Twins. Wayakwi. Nostalgia. Kazuya, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zorulja. But I thought he was your brother. You really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zorulja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align. I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. And it's decided, Here's to fruitful collaboration. Emote. Smiley face. Thank you, Casio. Everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zorulja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. Hold on here. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zorulja will eventually march on Tuliyola again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliyola. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. Killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants the duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in the confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koana instead. He'll attack Tuliyola again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we shall have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliyola requires that Zorulja lead his forces through Vanguard. We will have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be one to coordinate our effort. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and will make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. Seems like we have a plan. While we wait for Zorulja to move, you'll do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it? You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as if it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Sphene said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did. Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries? If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I don't even remember this. I see, perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Why is she like this? She wasn't like this when I first talked to her, I think. Well, no, she was saying that her sister's her twin, and that they took off the regulators for certain reasons, I think. She's so timid now. Well, I guess she was timid before, I didn't realize it. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout, and the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Yakui. I'm Nostalgia, yes. Pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayake is a Tanawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Tuliolin and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago, he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd been released. But when months went by with no word about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother, we didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard, even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Some time later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you for sharing. Together, we will avenge your father. Okay. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on now. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tanawatan name, I haven't the faintest of how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food is delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. That's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Elena's Fia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kashia. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, huh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. She's controlling it remotely. There might be something sus about that. Meanwhile,
you've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
oh?
Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Uklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
Alright, Zerulja's losing me.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Yo, what's good, Jordan?
Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will
got
find your
Discord?
way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
What in the world? It's like, what is Zerulja doing? Like, I don't know. Like, he's just, yeah, I don't know. He's awful now. Oh man, oh man. That's all I got to say. Okay. My sister is something of an introvert, so I take it on myself to watch over her. He's great at reconnaissance. At last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything, not unduly. What? Solution 9. Let's head over to the tower. I ate this food just to see how much time passes without me fighting. Just to check. Fight watch, fight watch. Hmm. The Final Fantasy's going pretty well, Mr. Jordan. Where? Oh yeah, there's people doing fates all the time. What is this? Couples. A couple of Lalafels. Defective turret. Oh. Well then. Visitor detected. Verifying access rights. No data found. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sveen has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zorojaw's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sveen has betrayed us, eh? Nothing to it but to do it. Thanks you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner, guide unit identified, registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified, verifying credentials. Do I really need to see it scan us? Credentials verified. Welcome, guest of Queen Sveen. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen has true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Boomsity clap, boomsity clap.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction.
React.
A city of technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
It's no less than our duty.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Why are there Lalafells running around?
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
The kids are running.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
This is our first expansion together, really?
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
And Walker didn't do much.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Cat face. That's the Puss in Boots face. Towers inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. Okay. Okay. No mount. What is that? Huh? Yoshi P. You said no flying in mountain cities. Yoshi P, explain. Aetheryte. You don't get to choose, I choose.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
She's getting way too close.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
Yeah, okay.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste.
He's the op.
Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can.
Prepare for what?
It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
What are you hiding?
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
I won't yield on this either.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
The Queen's tour. Lay nodes. Nexus Arcade. This complex is home to all matters of shops. Upper levels, you have automatic conveyors. Yes, the conveyors are powered by electropy. I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. He loves making that face. The shop over here. What does it sell? Meteon. Don't. Okay. The hell? Alright then. What? This looks like drums. Or a bomb. Cultivated steak? I should have just went with the steak. Like, is this candy? All the nutrients your body needs in one bar? Stay hydrated. They are our best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. Haha, devs, you're very hilarious. Hardy har har. I'm going to have the steak like you. I'm absolutely starving. What the? Yes. Does she copy whatever you choose, or was she always going for the steak? Amazing, I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like raw neck. And the spices give it just the amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Yeah. Bussin'. For real, for real. Skibbity Riz. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. How about you? It's interesting. Oh ho ho ho! It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back, though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliyola first arrived. We endeavored to learn about one another and embrace our differences. Alright, what about you, Sphene? Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now. Thank you. Not hungry? Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Electro. Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better? Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's why my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. Is Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was the indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you need to laugh about it. Oh? They're watching us. Huh? Now they follow me? Yeah, I thought they said we're going up. I didn't see it. Is this the Cybertruck? The Tesla Model 3? Air Wheeler Dealer. Why can't you stand on this, man? What is this? Okay. What is this? Do I just get it? Oh, why not? Oh, is this crafting? What is this quest? Rowena? She's linked up. Is that even a... Like, she didn't ask me anything. I forgot to cap this stuff. Wait, did I cap it? I got purple cap. Discontinued. Okay, whatever. That meat was so good. I have to get everyone at home to try it. Careful there, Wook. The Mosaic Cafe. Here you can buy drinks and relax. Tacos? I don't want your tacos. It's bussin'. This is the life. Coffee, all this. Oh my god. Residential district. Someone, their apartment is in the building on the left. There, this residential radius. It's alright, come, the doors opens automatically. Wait, so I could get an apartment here? Open up. This is the place. A mother and son live here. Isadora. How's Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin's sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis, he cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see, Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. He sometimes even manages to smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There is nothing you can do for him. Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Fortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment, it's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize. If it weren't for you, Millis and I wouldn't still be here. What do you mean by that? What the hell? Thank you, Queen's Fiend. My pleasure. We'll find a cure one day. Her people, her family. We have access to their room. What they got over here? What is this? Eggs? Steak on here? Electric stove. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hills. What's this elixir? This is Bussin' City. What is this tour? Why are we not going this way? Don't tell me we need to use that now. Conveyor ahead, transport you. Is it safe? No need to be afraid. We moved here, we'd be able to see each other all the time. I know, let's just... The keep just isn't for me, though. Welfare support and job instructions. If only, if only. Adam Zervoni.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits. Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians, and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing. Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
The Gulu Jaja way. With knowledge comes appreciation.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
Here we go.
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it's said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land.
Rain on
4
me.
centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation. Electrope.
Electro P.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others.
It's mine.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge.
The Storm Surge.
As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction.
WMD.
They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
I was thinking it might be that futuristic world in the Dead Ends dungeon. But I don't think it's that one. I'm put in mind of the flood of light, just like the flood of darkness. Sounds an awful like an umbral calamity. I mean, saying either of these is the same, no? Let me go for this one.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
Yo, you want to get way too close to me.
But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon.
What is on her back?
Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul.
Nani?
Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on.
Like the
This
crystals.
belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
The memory crystals.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
What do you need souls for? Scared of dying?
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview.
Look at his face.
He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
The Arcadian.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Ooh, got her.
Insolent wretch! dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9. I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Let's kill him.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
That's a real Queen Luke.
Right. I believe we've visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls.
You only live once.
But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things. Restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
What needs fixing? Huh?
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
You've been needing to tell us something for a while now. They're listening.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Zorolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much.
Angry face.
It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path.
Doom doom.
Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
What? Stop talking to yourself. What was Fiend wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, I can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now, and should probably go to Kashua's meeting point. That'll be back the way we came, I think. What? Level 98? And the nonsense? That means I didn't get enough experience. I did most of this as ninja. Should have given me the experience. Alright. Well, if this is what they want, if this is what the people want. Fiend cares about people expected for that. I don't feel strange and distant. Acquired level 98. Oh, this is a 98 MSQ. Scales of blue. Race cars. Skirt. This is the right place, you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. Huh? Glide, look over there. Mamuja child, what are they doing here? Whoa! Didn't we just chase Aaronville's mom? The resemblance to Zooralja. What? Oh, blue scales. He had a kid. Like what? How am I supposed to make notice of that? They all look the same to me. Yeah. Sightseeing log. Twin sister. Alright, I don't care. Why is this a thing? Why don't they just expand the sightseeing log? Bro, what? The GPU. This is the raid. The building's just about to. Only one that's lit up, not open for business at the moment, I guess. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't see you there. Are you gonna kill my papa? Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach only to suddenly reappear. Could it be they want to take us somewhere? They? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is. Alright then, lead the way. Let's see where they take us. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this where you wanted to bring us? What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? So you're still not inclined to talk. He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. Now that we know his pronouns, we could use him. Now you're using him. Interesting. After a fashion. Damn. You got all the colors. But never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Oh. Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special. Your Majesty, I'll prepare one with liquor for the boy too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kashua. Wait, what? Well, we ran into the child on the way, and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kashua. Beep. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos there. He'll show you a fun place. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend to the bar with me. This has taken a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into the trap, do you? It don't matter. And if this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. Melancholy. Charlie? Gives you teeth. This area is normally off limits, but Cassius told us about you. Follow the corridor, head in the room. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Whatever. What the?
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
No.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight the good fight.
All right.
Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
First, the rising sun.
Gathering
that,
intelligence
girl?
is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of Preservation at one point. That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
A husband
While
and
not
wife.
entirely unexpected, given what we have seen. This is still quite the revelation.
Kyle, it's your parents.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
Nani?
Oh, you didn't know? Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala.
Milala.
Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations.
Milala.
I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
She's the daughter of rebels.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion.
The Rebel Alliance.
Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
They're gone.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Ah, I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
No mine, no mine.
Oi, you two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shale.
Hey, wait a minute. Better you than me. The ghosts of the past. I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. Exclamation. Bartender. Two energy drinks. Dangerous stuff. Away with you, away with you. Don't come back. Got a voucher, slip it to me, then nice and subtle. Okay. Okay. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities. Rondina Consortium was made aware of special selection. It'd be bad for business. Rondina. What? Drink in front of him. Bottoms up. Whoa. I'm charged up. Oh my god. So annoying. Rainbow in my eyes. Okay.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
My son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
I think he'd cast
What's his
aside
name?
his child.
Gulja. It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
Galulja.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father,
Yeah?
I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
This is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to
How did he get in?
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search.
Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Guys. Alright, so alright, 12, yeah, that was basically it, so... Actually, I was close to ending before. But that's basically all I wanted to do for now. We have explored Solution 9, now we have to chase this bastard. Is that even a bastard? Not even a bastard. What is this? Microprocessors? Whatever. Regardless, I'm out of here. We continue tomorrow. Be gone. Peace.